Leos, there's so much expansion coming. I don't want you to allow that one little fear or that one little doubt to derail you. It's almost like you're being called to laugh in the face of fear. All right? Welcome to your Scorpio season Tarotscope. All right, Leos. So, with this now being Scorpio season, remember where you were in July and August. Because when Mars ingresses into Scorpio, on October 31st, that's when some spice and some heat is going to be amped up. I bring this up because what was coming through when I was channeling is that, one, if some of you were afraid of spiders, that was, again, very prominent of there was like a zoomed up photo of a spider's face, almost like in Harry Potter in the second movie when they're in the Forbidden Forest and those giant spiders. Second movie, yeah, I think so. But there was this energy of you being afraid, but you're a lion. You can spiders are great, don't kill them. But it was almost comical how you're afraid of something so insignificant that it's not going to hurt you. And spiders, in terms of spirit animals, are amazing in terms of being master weavers. But in this sense, I don't want you to allow one little thing to consume your mind and to give all your power away to one thing that may not be going well, or one thing that in the long run is not going to matter so much, or that it's holding you back from this expansion. Because once that ingress of Mars into Scorpio, I feel like you will be challenged and you will be coming up to that cliff, and you're going to be asked to jump and to trust that the universe is going to catch you. But if you are allowing all these little doubts and fears to hold you back now, how are we going to trust when we get to the next level and the next level and the next level, where there needs to be a greater investment of time, energy, or work involved, okay? And that's the whole point of Scorpio season, is to transmute the doubts, the fears, the shadow aspects into light, confidence, and power. The first 4 cards that I pulled, that's what I'm saying. The Strength card with the 10 of Pentacles. The second 2 cards that I pulled, we have the 8 of Cups with the Moon. So that's what I'm saying. This is your card, Leo. It's linked with that archetype of infinite potential. You have this strength, this courage, this determination, and really expanding. I'm sure a lot of you are focusing on family, wanting to expand your own family, protect your family, to invest, to create this legacy. And you've been doing so much work up until this point to really facilitate that growth. But be careful and really trusting your intuition right now. We have that full moon coming up in Taurus near the end of Scorpio season. But this is also something too, if something has been coming through in your dreams, your intuition, that you have to leave someone or a situation that is no longer serving you, I want you to honor that. And that may also be the fear that I felt that was coming up. Like, I'm afraid of letting this person go or walking away from this job, because if I do, will I ever find someone else, or will I ever be able to support myself? Because I'm sure a lot of you are thinking long-term right now, or you're coming up to the end of a chapter where you can already tell internally that you're coming up to that crossroads. And so this also may just be watching out for people that you no longer can trust. With that 8 of Cups and the Moon, just be careful of hidden enemies or secrets that are just coming to light at this time, or not negating your intuition. Because with all this activated Scorpio energy, the shadow aspect of it can be paranoia and distrust, but when used positively, your intuition and that deep knowing and just tapping into the frequency of others around you to really just have that inner knowing of what their true intentions are amplified. And this is great too with the Moon. Again, the Moon is the ruling sign of Cancer, but it also represents Pisces in tarot. So it could be that you're interacting with a Pisces or a Cancer, and you're having to determine whether or not that person is someone that you need to leave or not. The bottom card from when I pulled these first 4, the Star. And so this is what I want you to focus on. There could be an Aquarius in the mix that can help you, or that you're sleeping on or not recognizing as someone that could help you. But secondly, I want you to really note, what are your dreams? What are you truly meant to be going after? And if that's not what's being fulfilled, or you're not going forward because of a fear or a doubt, we want to alleviate those fears. And like I said, it's almost like you were laughing when I was channeling. You were just laughing at that fear. So even if you have to like fake it, or even as an exercise, I would recommend whether you want to write down that fear on a piece of paper or just imagine it and just laugh at it. I think we've all been in a situation where we were embarrassed or we were being laughed at or mocked. Maybe not so much for Leos. However, it probably would have stung a bit harder if you've had that situation where you're being laughed at. And so imagine if you were laughing at that fear and how much power you would hold knowing that it's laughable, and truly envisioning that doubt in whatever area of your life this is manifesting, so that we can rid ourselves of that energy and transmute it accordingly. All right? So let's see what else is coming through for Leos. Protection as well. Like literally the talisman of the evil eye was just coming through, and even just a little bit my own third eye. And that again is linking in with the moon card in terms of your intuition. But protect yourself. I think this came up last season, actually during Libra season, but focusing on you and not really sharing too much or just protecting your resources, because clearly you're putting in so much work right now into your life, Leo. So whether that's protective spells, crystals, herbs, all of the above, or even just having an evil eye talisman at your entrance or the opening of your shop or office or bedroom, whatever that is, just protect yourself. And again, nothing to be concerned about. Everyone should be protecting themselves every single day, even if you go out in public. After someone leaves your home, this is just a nice habit to engage in to amplify your spiritual security, okay? And use music or just sounds to help bring more peace. Like after that security and structure is built in, I want you to, the sound and energy of waves just coming in and going out, coming in and going out was coming through strongly. So if you haven't been prioritizing your mental and spiritual well-being, I will say all my clients, everyone that I talk to, Libra season with all those retrogrades and planet stationing, it was very intense. So you're not alone if you've been coming out of an intense mental period. And literally the next card, we cannot make this up, the Eight of Swords. So if you're feeling trapped or you're feeling anxious or stressed about having to make this decision or leaving behind a narrative, a person, a job, an old belief system, whatever that is, it will take some work. But with that being said, the more that you can work on that mental health, that mental care, your spiritual well-being, it's going to lead to greater results. If some of you also are thinking about having children, or the notion of connecting with your inner child to find that safety and security, I think that's just you going through like safety, security, laughing at fears, trusting your intuition, and getting out of your head. And our bottom card again, Six of Cups. So really addressing any wounds, traumas, triggers in whatever area of your life you've been working significantly at, because once we unlock and heal one part of our life, it really does have that domino effect. And again, quintessential Scorpio energy. I'm going to pull one more card before we get to the next deck. One final card for Leos, please, from this deck. One final card. Okay, yeah, so we also have the Page of Wands here as well. So I think there's going to be new opportunities for creative pursuits or adventures or passions that are coming in. So that's what I was saying before, Leos. Don't be afraid of letting something go or not pursuing something anymore that's no longer bringing you joy. Really tapping into that intuition, because there's new energies, there's new relationships, there's new prospects in the wings. But right now it's almost like you're capped because there's so much that's bubbling and there's so many other things that are holding your energy. We need to start clearing and working on that mental health significantly so we don't feel stuck. I mean, here's 2 8s, and then we also had your Strength card as well. So there's a lot of 8s, a lot of potential to create whatever you want. So you get to decide where you want to put that time, focus, and energy. Do you want to put it towards those one or two things that maybe aren't going well right now, or do you wish to expand and to transmute? It's up to you. So what I've been doing for every single zodiac sign given it's Scorpio season, I'm using this trough deck to pull a few cards that represent where there might be additional fears or doubts, or what we can use to further integrate the shadows, just given that Scorpio sometimes gets a bad rap for being intense or too much. These little red flag memes everywhere trying to drag the poor Scorpios. So, okay. Yeah, a lot's coming through. So a lot of healing Leos, and that makes sense for me with Mars going to be entering Scorpio. It's going to be making square-based aspects to your own Leo placements, but then also Mars in Scorpio is going to be making an opposition to Uranus and Taurus, and then a square to Saturn. So you are going to be going through a lot. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but it doesn't have to be a lot in a bad way. It can be that shift, that catapult, that catalyst for further change. So let's see what cards came through here. So, yes. So we have the Nine of Swords reversed. We have adjustment. We have virtue reversed. And then we have the Ace of Swords reversed. So with the trough deck, there's different symbolism. Some of the cards are the same, traditional Rider-Waite, some of them aren't. So Nine of Swords reversed, that also speaks to your anxiety not having as much power over you, right? So again, this is linking back to what we talked about before with the Eight of Swords. And so a lot of you maintaining that practice, if there was something that came up during Libra season or that's been constant throughout this entire year, I want you to actually put effort, time, money, whatever that is for you, to come back and to rework whatever has been holding you back, whatever you're giving all your mental focus to, whatever keeps going circular in your head. Now is the time to address it, because right now with this Ace of Swords and the Three of Staffs, but it's reversed, that virtue, you're not able to potentially show up in a virtuous manner. You're not being able to have those clear downloads because the Ace of Swords here is reversed. So truly, all of this expansion is waiting for you. Remember, we have the Strength card and the Ten of Pentacles, but right now it's almost like these messages can't come through because we're not living in alignment with our higher self, because we're entertaining these energies that no longer serve us, period. And then we also have this card, which has the adjustment, but what do we see here? Another 8, which is a beautiful card to end this reading on, that you're just adjusting. You're in a phase of transition. Also to note, this has just been a collective theme. Everyone's been exhausted. If you need that time to adjust, don't just go rapid fire and try to bypass everything and move forward when there's still kinks in the armor to rework, energies to transmute, and progress and transformation to be had. I think slowing down a little bit and working through what's been holding you back, or a stressor or a relationship that's no longer working, that's going to be a key point this season. So a opportune time for healing, Leos. And like I said, your first two cards, we have the Strength card and the Ten of Pentacles. So you're working extremely hard. You're wrapping up chapters. You're seeing success. But we don't want to continually leveling up when there's this one dominant factor in the background, or a significant relationship that's not leveling up with us, or that's actually holding us back from expanding even faster or even greater. So just a nice little time to recalibrate, okay? So that is the general reading for this Scorpio season. If this reading resonated, please feel free to tag and share with a fellow Leo. If you want to go into these themes even further with a one-on-one reading, our availability is now open and up to date for November. So you can check out our website. And if you want to say thank you because this reading hit the nail on the head, the link to donate to our channel can be found in our bio on Instagram or down below in the description of this video. Thank you so much, Leos, for watching. Have a beautiful, transformative Scorpio season, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.